Good morning, everybody. This is June Simba with Equity Smart Home Loans and United Wholesale Mortgage Loan Products. I'm here with the amazing Yolanda Davis, who is joining us from Jacksonville, Florida. She is a realtor in Jacksonville, Florida area, and this is just a quick informational session for us to answer, get to know you, you get to know us, know how to reach us so we can serve all your real estate needs and family future endeavors. Welcome, Miss Yolanda Davis.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. As you said, my name is Yolanda Davis. I am located here in Jacksonville, Florida. I am a realtor I belong to the brokerage Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage. What we do is we serve all over Florida. I specialize in the Northeast Florida market. So I am part of the NEFAR Realtor and I am a part of the Real MLS. So that is where I get my information to list homes, to view homes for my buyers and things like that. What I do here is I mostly market to Duval County, Clay County, and St. Johns County. Those are the three counties that I market in here in Northeast Florida. I have had, if I do get a referral from someone that's going down further into Orlando or Southern Florida, I send them to another one of our realtors that I'm familiar with that has a lot of experiences located in our brokerage. So
Awesome.
I am able to help if they're outside of my marketing area.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I did find you online, so you must, I
Yes.
know you're doing wonderful things, and I'm really excited for us to partner with you because just in case, just to reiterate, what I do, I chose to go with Equity Smart and United Wholesale Mortgage over, let's just say, Rocket Mortgage or uh, banking firm or a credit union because we offer with United Wholesale Mortgage and Equity Smart, we have access to just about every lending solution and every lending product that is out here in this country. And it allows me to listen to a person's circumstances, to understand a person's positioning, where they are in life, where they're trying to go. And sometimes people can't really articulate where it is that they see themselves going because they don't know the possibilities. So I do use a lot of intuitive um, perceptiveness in really getting a feel of your client and then giving them a vision sometimes that they couldn't even come up with because they didn't know the possibilities. So I'm really excited to see how I can serve you, serve your clients in that way. Just a quick scenario. I was just on the phone call with a young lady from Texas who is an actress, and since COVID, her work has been she hasn't been getting paid as much as she used to, and she was been looking to buy a home, and um, and during COVID, she lost family members, and it put her in a financial um, bind, and she's ended up adopting family members' kids because of loss of family members.
Oh,
And
wow.
so yeah, so we're having to do some magic with her financial situation and help her make something out of nothing really. And so when she came to me, she said, hey, I need a home. I need a home for myself, and I need a home for my new 3 kids that I've adopted. And she couldn't really qualify for a single family home,
Mhm.
but we came up with a solution to where she could buy an investment property that would be several units. And this is specifically with a DSCR loan. The DSCR loan type is an amazing loan that you can get and buy an investment property and use the potential income of all of those rental units combined. So, for example, if it's a 6 unit building, we factor in the market rent of each of those units and qualify the buyer for about 75% of that. So, if someone's coming with a $30,000 a year income, um, we would also factor in, let's just say, if each one of those units would yield $2,000 of rent per month. That's $2,000 times 6 for each unit, and then times 12, because we're looking at the annual. So that would now put them in an income consideration of almost $150,000. And that's the income that we would consider for them. It would actually, if you add the 30,000 that they make, that brings them to 180,000 worth of income that now they can apply using that income bracket and end up with a $500,000 loan possibly. And with that, not only is she putting herself in a different position in life, because now she has real estate, investment property, she has additional income coming in because she will have renters, and now she puts herself in a whole different, situation in life. So we do, and I will touch on some of these products, and maybe I'll just go into it right now since we don't have that much time. We're also, I did want to bring up veteran loans, VA loans. That's something that, everybody's looking for, how to navigate this tough market right now that we're in, and people are trying to avoid buying. The rates are not that great. Hoping that that changes soon, but if it doesn't, that shouldn't immobilize us and disable us to where we're not doing anything at all, or people aren't buying when I'm sorry, did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
Okay. So people aren't, it shouldn't prevent people from buying just because they don't see a pathway and they don't have a solution. So VA loans are still a good option for your clients if they have, if they're in the military, if they have service in the military. Limits have gone up, so veterans are able to qualify for a whole lot more than they were, let's say, last year. This is a VA loan. Of course, there's no down payment, no mortgage insurance. VA loans provide lower rates than the conventional loans that are out here. VA loans give a lot of flexible refinancing options, and they give a lot of benefits. If somebody, let's just say, has gone through bankruptcy or foreclosure in the past few years, they're a lot more forgiving than the non-VA loans. Another tool that I did want to bring to your attention, I'm sure you may have come across it before, is rapid rescoring. We have a tool here at Equity Smart that if somebody is diligently working on their credit, we have a tool called rapid rescoring, which allows us to, we're connected with all the credit reporting agencies, and we can, at the flick of a button, have their files, all 3 files, updated within a couple of days, as opposed to them waiting 30, 60, 90 days for the credit files to be updated. So that's another powerful tool. We have professionals that help people work on their credit and get it to where they need it to be. Um, and now the the loan that I described with the young lady that I just gave the scenario with, where she came to me and said, "Hey, I need you to help me um, be a homeowner," um, even though she, financially she was strapped. And we suggested the invest in property investment loan, to where she would now, her first step would be to um, invest in an investment property to get her into a better situation and position financially, as opposed to going buying a single family home. That specifically is a DSCR loan type. Um, and it's also a useful loan, because you don't have to show employment history. You just have to show a credit score of around 620. You do need a down payment, and that varies based on your credit standing. Um,
What is the percentage of down payment, like the range, depending on the credit standing that you would need?
so it's averaging to be around the 20% down.
Okay.
Um, there are ways that, I mean, it's possible that you would need less, but that's about the average of what we're seeing.
Okay.
So no tax returns needed, no pay stubs really needed. You just are showing up with your credit score and some down payment. We also, for the entrepreneurs and people who are not working conventional traditional jobs anymore,
Hmm.
have the 12-month bank statement loans. So if you come to us with 12 months of bank statements showing that you do have some income, you do have some cash flow, we can use your bank statements as well to qualify you for a loan.
And what type of credit score do you need with the 12-month bank statement loans?
That one is, the average we're seeing is around 600.
Okay.
And you do, and I'm seeing with a lot of lenders, they do want to see a 600 credit
Okay.
score. But a few of them will take 580, but it's around the 600.
Okay.
And this can be used for primary, second homes, investment properties, and you could qualify for a loan up to 3 million with either one of those, really.
Hmm.
And then, we have several other 100% financing mortgage loan types.
Hmm.
That way someone can be ready to buy without having any money down. One of them is a USDA, the other one is the VA loan. Those are the ones that we're seeing the most. And you and I chatted a little bit. When you're helping your clients, it can make a big difference if they buy on this side of the street versus, a mile away where it's USDA loan approved, right?
Right.
Okay. And then the last one, but the most powerful one right now that I'm really seeing people gravitate towards, is the 2-1 buy down loan, which um, is a conventional loan, and what you're doing is you're beating and you're cheating the system, because the rate, as we all know right now, it's kind of it's high.
Hmm.
To be honest, it's just a high rate. But with a 2-1 buy down, it allows the buyer to buy at a low rate, and keep the lower rate for 2 years. Um, so that, in a sense, you know, makes the whole high interest rate issue for a lot of people
Hmm.
obsolete. And then they can always refinance if, once the rate goes down, before their rate goes back up. Not that it goes up a lot, but the 2-1 buy down is definitely a winning option.
Now, with something like the 2-1 buy down loan, what type of credit score would they need for that? And is that contingent on how long you've been at your job and things like that?
So with the 2-1 buy down, you can apply it to all the common loan types that people go
Okay.
for. So those just apply. It would be like a FHA or
The
conventional
conventional
loan.
loans.
So
Okay.
all the qualifications that go with
With
those
that.
conventional and common loan types
Okay.
is what would be used. But then you would just go with the 2-1 buy down
Okay.
strategy.
Okay. Great. Okay.
And so, if you are coming into meeting clients that do need down payment assistance, we
Mm-hmm.
will also help you walk them through getting that down payment assistance. And there's a lot of money out here for people to take advantage of.
Okay. Now we're getting the down payment assistance. Is that more for the conventional loans, or can you use that for any of the DSCR or the 12-month bank statement loans?
So the down payment assistance programs, the majority, almost all of them are going to be for the common
Okay.
conventional loans that people use to buy their own uh single family or primary residences.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. With your USDA loan, can you explain that to me a little bit more? Like, how would you qualify? Like, what makes the home qualify or the area or,
Sure. USDA loans is a program that reduces, again, your removes your down payments and closing costs, and encourages people to buy in more rural
okay,
areas.
okay.
So it initially was put out there to support farming,
Mm-hmm.
and farming areas. But to be honest, we live in a subdivision in the suburbs, but across the street and this entire most of this county, and a lot of people don't know, a lot of the areas in their counties are zoned as USDA. So I've seen it to where unfortunately people have bought and then realized, if I would have just bought down the street, I would have saved myself,
Right.
money and put myself in a USDA categorized loan situation. So it's just one of those loans that gives you support in closing, down payment assistance,
Okay.
and makes it more affordable just because it is zoned as a USDA um,
Okay.
area.
Okay. Great. I'm just making my notes.
Sure, yes.
Now I've done a couple of free webinars to try to teach people about, buying homes and um what to do is for first time home buyers. Do you have anything that I can like go to and download that would help with my presentation to them? Like with your information on it, or so I can
Yes,
refer
yes,
them to you, once they feel like they're ready, things like that. That would be really helpful to actually give them some information that they can research you on their own and come to you,
yes,
with
ma'am,
my
yes. And because you and I are working together, there's no competition. I'm not a realtor. You're not a
I'm not alone also.
so we just have each other on speed dial, and I send people to
Wonderful.
you to do what you do, and you send people to me to close them.
Right.
And yes, all of that information I will be sending to you.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm bringing, like I said, I'm bringing you to Detroit
Yes, yes.
The whole marketing team, the processors, the underwriters, that you will be blown away. There's literally 8,000 people behind me to help
Mm-hmm.
you. And they're all text away. So
Wow, so much support. That is wonderful.
it's overwhelming. So we don't get stressed, we don't get overwhelmed. We have a streamline so that
Mhm.
everything is just so fluent and efficient that it's going to be really fun working with you.
Okay, this is really awesome for me because I do what I think I've talked to you about that I do farming to different zip codes,
Okay.
so I can add some of this information. If you're a first time home buyer thinking about investing, we have programs for you. So this would be really helpful for me to add to my farming postcards and my email campaigns
Yes,
to
ma'am.
help people to not be so afraid to even look into buying a home at this time, at this day and age. So this is really helpful.
Yes, they shouldn't, especially if they're renting. It makes no sense to say I'm afraid of a high interest rate because when you're renting, you're paying
And
a hundred
100%.
interest rate. It makes no sense. But like you said, it's intimidating. They
Mhm.
don't know where to start. So our job is to make them comfortable and fully empowered and informed in what their options are. So
Right.
I will be having somebody edit this and put both of our contact info on this video. Uh,
Okay.
and then we will go from here and we will see what else we can put on a video to spread and share with whoever needs to hear it. Um, and more info coming soon.
Okay, that sounds wonderful to me. I was going to ask you about that. If you would be interested in doing a collaboration video where I'm talking about, how to get them into a home, you're talking to them about how to get the money part, and I could put them in their dream home.
That
So, that was going to be one of the questions. So that, we can discuss that later on down the line, how we can, do a split screen or something like that, something that we can do a video together that we can use to market. I can use to market, to put online
yeah.
where when if they're interested in it, it could be like an educational video, or we can put it on YouTube or something that we can both collaborate in and help people get into
Yes.
homes.
Yes, and I look forward to seeing all the comments because we need you to direct us. And I'm talking to the audience now. We need you to direct us as to what it is you prefer to hear about, know about, uh,
Hmm.
and that way we can focus on it because we have a lot of information, a lot of products, and we only want to get the content to you that is useful to you. And on that note, we will wrap this up. And Miss Davis, I will talk to you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.